Hi, I'm Pazi D with the Pazi Group Real Estate Advisors. Thank you so much for checking out our video blog. Today, I want to talk to you about the things that you must not do in order to keep your contract under contract. So let's dive straight into it. I've got 6 tips, 3 for buyers, 3 for sellers, things not to do while you're under contract. Because obviously if you're under contract, you want to stay under contract and make it to the closing table. All right, so number 1 is for my buyers. Don't get your credit pulled for any reason, no reason whatsoever. When you get your credit pulled, that's an inquiry on your credit. Those inquiries have to be explained in some cases to the lender. And in other cases, if you went through with that credit application and you were able to secure some new credit, that's going to factor into your debt to income ratio, which is then going to potentially throw off your ratios and potentially throw off your ability to purchase that house. So stay away from it. If you have to purchase anything while you're under contract on your new house, then I say either do it with cash or, well, let me take that back. You don't want to use cash, because that could also be a challenge for the lender to explain where or why this lump sum of money is coming in and out of your account. But in either case, so you can use like a debit or anything like that, but check with your lender if you have to use credit, you feel like you have to use credit, check with your lender and they can give you a little bit more guidance on that, all right? Number 2 is don't change jobs. All right, so when you're under contract on a property you intend to purchase, you don't want to change your job, you don't want to really change anything because all of your qualification amount, that is based on all of the information that you gave to the lender. So if that information then changes, your income goes up, goes down, anything changes, then all of those numbers have to be recalculated. It's not a huge deal until it's a huge deal. When it throws off your numbers and you're no longer able to qualify, then it's a problem. So we just say, stay away from it. If you can avoid changing jobs, wait until you close on your house and you can change jobs, all right? Number 3 for my buyers is going to be to set proper expectations. So in other words, don't set unrealistic expectations. We don't live in an HGTV world. It's the real world out here, and we've got all kinds of crazy situations that happen. Real estate is up and down, and some of these situations are things that I've seen my own clients go through. Some of them are things that I've seen colleagues, clients go through, or where I'm maybe representing the seller and then the buyer has this issue. So, you just want to stay away from some of these things and it will help you overall to secure your property. Now for my sellers, there's some tips for my sellers too, ways to, or things not to do to keep your deal from blowing up. All right, let's see, I got my little list here. Don't think you can hide from your creditors, right? Don't think you can hide from your creditors. If you've got, say, a federal or a state lien, tax lien, anything that's associated with and attached to your property, it's got to be paid off before you can close on that house. So you've been paying your monthly payments, your whatever payment plan or payment arrangement that you set up. Once you close on that property, you will have to pay that money. If you don't pay the money, then you can't close on the property. They go hand in hand. So just keep that in mind. My next tip, so this is tip number 5. Don't stop paying your mortgage. Don't stop paying your mortgage. And I've seen this happen in some cases. Anyway, don't stop paying your mortgage. Let's just leave it at that. The reason is because, especially if you're about to purchase another property, you don't want any type of opportunity for delinquency to occur on your account. That's going to then, make you ineligible to purchase the house that you want. So just stay away from that. Like, be very, very careful about making sure that your mortgage payments are on time and on track, even if you're the seller for the property. All right. Number 6, and my final one, is just stay out of your emotions. Real estate can be very, very emotional. You've got this house that you've been living in for years and years. You raised your family in that house, but then on the flip side, you got a buyer who intends to do the same thing with your house when you leave and they take ownership. It means everything to them. So the finances, the numbers, the things that you want to keep in your house or take with you when you sell, you want to keep all of that stuff in perspective and realize that it's all about moving on, right? As a seller, you put your house on the market to sell it and move on. So don't let anything emotional stop you from making that happen. As a buyer, I tell people, look, when you come to me with a goal, with a dream. You want to make it to home ownership. And if that's the case, don't let anything stop you from getting there. Don't let anything, especially emotions or anything like trivial or small, that, just the principle. It's the principle. It's not the principle. The principle is get your house. That's the most important thing. So don't let anything stop you from getting what you ultimately came for. I'm Pazi D. Again, thank you so much for checking out the video. Thank you to everybody that's been sharing these videos. I get lots of emails from people who have shared the video, or the video has been shared with them, and it's helping them out in a particular area of their life that they're looking to make a real estate move. So thank you for sharing the videos. If you got any questions, don't hesitate to give me a call or shoot me an email. You can email me, pazi@pazirealestate.com. I look forward to answering your questions and helping you out. God bless and take care.